Hi everyone, you're watching FX, and in this video I'm going to make technical analysis for the coming week. And the sponsor of this video is SimpleFX.com, offers Forex and cryptocurrency CFDs trading. And now you can deposit with Bitcoin. Please check description for the link to SimpleFX. Okay guys, so this week was a profitable week for me. I had no losing trades and made about 160 plus in pips, okay? I'm always telling you in pips because you do know that it all depends how big the lot you're trading. You can understand what the profit could be, of course. Don't forget about the size of the account and money management. You can see right now, this is a new broker I'm trading with, so I'm trying to be very, very safe. You can see 2 weeks, no losing trade, so I do have a profit, and it's only 10 cents a pip I'm trading. Okay, so I'm placing all my pending orders with 10 cents a pip. So, and that's what I'm trying to show you guys. If you safe trading, safe trader, let's say you're using money management, this result is possible to get. Okay, this is the result. If, of course, I'm not trading aggressively, not even average aggressively, let's say I do prefer a little bit more aggressive trading, but with a bit better conditions on the market. What's happening right now on the market with everything that's happening in the world, it's better to be safer, okay? So do not try to get in every possible trade. So that's what I will be showing you again in this week. I will show you the trades which were the trades I took, and the trades were possible but I didn't take, okay? Because I wanted to be a little bit safe. Okay, so that's the result you can have. Like you see, I have the result 2 weeks, no losing trades. So of course I would say if I would be a little bit more aggressive, I would probably get in every possible trade, and of course I would have losing trades, but of course the reward could have been much better than 160 plus pips. Okay, could have been much more than that, but with of course a bit more risk. Of course, with the leverage, it could be a little bit more riskier, but I would say still do not treat Forex as a fast scheme, like a get rich fast scheme. No, just treat it as a possibility to have to make some money, okay? Because many are trying to go and trade very aggressively, do not understand what's happening on the market, get in everywhere they see, and losing the deposits. So, but I'm trying to still show that slower is better, okay? So, especially for those who are at the beginning of the journey, okay? If you are right at the beginning, better to be a little bit more careful. Okay, so so you saw the results, and now we're gonna see what we had. Okay, starting with euro dollar as usual. So here is the 1 hour chart. You see this was this trading week, okay, and we'll start again as usual as a Monday. Here we go, right? Okay, remember from the previous week when I was saying to you what I'm waiting for, okay? So as I'm trying to explain to you what I was waiting for, I'm going to tell you what happened and what I'm expecting this week again. So you can see and apply similar things and thoughts for the next week, so how I will be looking at it. So you see this month, on Monday I said that I wanted to the market to continue, okay, around the level. Okay, let's go on a bigger chart because bigger is always better to see what's happened and happening and possibly will be happening, okay? But all my trades I'm placing pending orders on the 15-minute charts, 15-30 minutes charts, okay, depends. So you see we had an uptrend channel. I had this level previously and we had two tops, and I was telling you that this week I'm expecting to possibly creating the third top, okay? So this is what was happening, and I wanted it to be as close as possible to the one of these levels, right? Okay, it's an uptrend channel, so that's what I wanted. Okay, and now you can see the picture. So, and what happened is, as usual, right, Monday, a waiting day, it was sitting quite nicely, very close to the level, and then on Tuesday started to move away from it, okay? So that's why I had no trades. And remember, I was telling you, always check the diary about the news events. So we had news for American dollar. I was telling you about it, FOMC. That was one of the major news I was waiting for, okay? That's what I was saying. Maybe I will not go for trades until the news events. See how the market would prepare itself. So, well, this is how market prepared, okay? Tuesday, no trades because it come out to be too far from that level. You see, no no channels, nothing. It's created absolutely nothing for me. And using that top and the top created on Tuesday, I could place another little level here, okay, just to see what's before the market news event. So I was wanted to see what's going to happen. And you can see on Wednesday it's created a bit of the channel. It's not as good, right? It's a little bit wide, but as I'm saying, what's happening in the market right now, not always expect very narrow, nice little channels like it was like in back a few years ago when it was a little bit calmer than right now. So that's why it's pretty wild. But with all this not very big movements before the news event, you see market pretty much prepared itself. So this is the trade I went in. So I got profit on this trade. Okay, so, and now you can see that level. Remember, I drew that level also previously because what I said I was expecting is possibly will create a shoulder. Okay, so this is a kind of the shoulder level. So that's why I was saying if maybe it will create a third top, then it will be dropping, then that probably would be our stopping level, okay, or the target level. Depends if you're in a trade or what. So when I was in that trade, you see that was a target for me. So I come out around this area. So this was a profitable trade for me. Okay, and the next, I didn't go for the trades. Okay, so you see, this is what I'm saying. If I would be a little bit more aggressive, I could have gone and go for this trade. Okay, because we had a big drop, then it's created a little pennant, and of course, the next expectation it either continue the way, right, go inside the channel of the shoulder, okay, from the previous weeks, or it will have a correction. Okay, so two possible ways. That's how I trade usually, right? Placing two pending orders. So I could possibly go for it, but I didn't go. I didn't want to risk because I didn't like it. Wasn't too many candles in here. Even if we go on a 30-minute chart, you can see a little bit better. It's not as very nice. It's not as calm. It's very chaotic, let's say. So I didn't like it. That's why I didn't take that trade. Okay, so that's the missed opportunity, but I call it a little bit more aggressive trading. So because it's not as good as I wanted it to be. You see, it's about 100 pips move up. Of course, possibly I wouldn't get all 100, but maybe 30, at least 50 pips I could get out of here. Okay, if I would be a bit more aggressive. But okay, so I didn't go for this, and of course it was Friday when the market got near to that level. I thought I'll wait if it will go to that level again, create some little channel or anything, and I'll probably will go for trade. But you see, it didn't create. A little bit went in, then started to break. So I was looking at that area. I was hoping so maybe it's broken, so maybe it will continue and finally create the shoulder, but it didn't. See, it was stopped. So where I took that level from, okay guys, why I didn't go for another trade is because, remember, I was telling you with all the levels, always remember about this candles which did previously come out from the channel. This is where I got that level from. Okay, so I had this bottom and I thought I will draw it and see would it be possibly be a stopping point for that. So you see, of course, I see maybe it broke and maybe I want to go for trade, but would it be really reaching the target again and actually breaking it even more? So that's why I had this level. It was Friday, and that's why I didn't go for trade. You see, it was stopped here. So what is now I will be looking for? This is a little bit analysis of the previous week. Now you understand what I'm into again. So on a bigger chart, we're looking, we're still in uptrend, but it coming out from it. Okay, you see, so it still kind of rings the bell like previously I told you about. We have the head kind of, we have a shoulder, so it's a little bit of the sign that it's a possible time to turning around. Okay, but it's not giving up. It's not giving up yet. So we still have a room to get here. We still have a room. So I can expect it might still continue to go up, maybe before it will be turning around. But at the same time, it can turn around too. So placing the orders both directions again. I will be doing this, and you see all the levels right now. So what I will be waiting here is to see if it will create anything around those levels. Okay, so if it will be creating anything around, again, maybe around this level a bit more, maybe around here, then I will be placing orders both directions. I would probably will not use that level, because if it will be around here somewhere, then we're very close to the top. You see all these two tops, so it could possibly, you see, it's kind of pretty much in the middle, so I don't need this. Now it's pretty much in the middle again. If I would just place, depends where it moves, we have about 100 pips up and about, well, 100 if you'll see a little bit bottom down, and also possibly continue into the shoulder area, okay, the previous shoulder area. Okay, so that's all I would be looking for. You see, just waiting for anything. For the best, it would be, of course, consolidation around this area. If it will jump straight away, then I would be waiting for it to come here again, or if it will jump because it could be a gap or anything, then I will be waiting and see if anything will be created around this level, okay, because we do have our targets go up and also go down. So that's how I'll be looking at euro for the next week. Of course, don't forget there will be news, more American news this coming week. So of course I would expect possibly a bit more movements favoring dollar, okay? But there will be some comments again for the other pairs, so don't forget to check the diary, check the economic calendar. And of course, like what I'm saying, we're expecting all of this, but with the political events, especially what's happening with North Korea out there, right? Anything unpredictable can happen any moment. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm going for very small lots, you see, for not very big trades, because something from there could happen like straight away and you might not see it or anything. It can happen just from nowhere. You wouldn't expect it, and it could be jumps, it could be gaps or anything. So that's why needs to be really careful these days. So, but this is technically, that's what I'm really looking for, okay? Technically, this is what expecting. Right now, you see the market, it's very hard to say which way it will go, because you can see it gives us kind of signs that it should go one direction, but at the same time it's pushing itself the other way. So that's why I would go for both. Again, both painting orders, both directions. Okay, so going to pound dollar now. Had trades, of course, pound. 2 trades I had this week, and this is where we were previous week. Remember, it was really nice. I missed those beautiful trades, so I was waiting for consolidation. I told you here, consolidation. I draw these levels, and on Monday I took the trade. Okay, I don't usually go for Monday, but I thought it had a very good movement. There was nothing happening, so I thought it would be probably correcting. Okay, it will be a bit of the correction. So, and that's what happened. This is broke and had a little bit of correction. This is where I got in, so I made a big profit on this movement. And it didn't reach the target, so I placed a trailing stop. I was out by just changing my stops, actually manually, while I was watching it. Okay, so this was one of the trades, and then okay, Monday, you see, Tuesday was nothing. Wednesday, before the news event, you see, it didn't prepare well for me. It's nothing. I was waiting for hopefully to create some consolidation in this area like it was on Monday, but nothing. That's why I didn't go for trade on the news event for the Americas. So I was out. Okay, so then I was waiting, and so here you can see it was a little bit of consolidation. I could possibly take this trade, but I didn't. You see, it went back into this area again from the previous movement, okay, and consolidate here before what happened on Friday. I don't know if you were following or not, but there were Theresa May speech in Florence, okay? So that's what I'm saying. That's how you are waiting. You are checking everything in calendars for political, economical events. So it was a speech, and this was the movement. So when the market prepared like that, this is where I went. I went into this trade, and also I got right to the target area. So I had few trades on this movement. So it wasn't huge, but still a few trades around here. That's it, guys. You see, that's how it works. So what now is, again, very difficult situation with pound. We still have talks about Brexit. Looks like it's not as hard talks, right? But it's still, yeah, right, because of the Brexit talks that I was saying there will be talks about Brexit. It dropped. So we did have double tops before. Of course, I was waiting and hoping it will break this area, so it would be kind of like a neck area for the double tops, and we have a little bit of shoulder here, so possibly I was waiting for it, but it did reach this area but jumped out from it. You see, this is how it closed. So we have triple top. We have kind of triple top, and of course I will be waiting this week, either having any consolidation around this level or coming back and have a consolidation around this area. And we do have, again, it has bells for both directions, okay? At one point it moved up, created triple top, or on the bigger charts it's kind of okay, nothing in here, but on the daily chart it's more like looking well, one kind of top with like a little shoulder here, something like, you know. So on the smaller charts it's a bit more visible. Okay, in the 4-hour chart it's like a head and shoulder, so it does give us a bell like it probably should go down, right? But on a bigger chart we do have an upside down head and shoulders. You see, head and shoulders. So at the same time, so it can go up, okay, it can continue the way up. So this would be the end of the pattern, but do not forget about this area. So if it, for example, will move, then I would be looking around this area. Okay, so possibly the first target first to go around here. So that's what I'm saying. You see how it is hard at this point, because there are signals in both ways. That's why I'm saying I will be waiting for any consolidation around here and placing orders both directions, because it can go either way, or also around here if it will create, and possibility again it might go up and even break those channels and continue its way up. Okay, or it will well, also the same, create here and then jump down, because it's been here so many times. So maybe it will finally will break that level and go down. Well, at least we'll have a little bit of the shoulder. Depends how many and how strong the news will be for wherever, pound or dollar. Of course, need to know anything can be. Also, we do have another level from the previous one of the trend channels. So that's what I'm saying. Of course, if there will be gaps, you need to consider it, but any of those levels, you can see this is where I will be looking for my consolidations. Okay, just what you saw previous week, how I did the trades, exactly the same. We'll be looking around these areas. So that's my thought for pound. Dollar yen. Okay, I had a trade for dollar yen, and so what do we have here? Okay, see, this is what happened Monday. It moved up. Didn't create anything around this level. I was waiting for consolidation in this area, but nothing. You see, nothing. Okay, nothing. Waiting for next consolidation. So it went and started to have a bit of consolidation around this area, and before the news. You see, it did give me a little bit better option to go for this trade compared to pound. You saw, okay? And I had also top, so I had a little trade here, but I had another level at the top, so it was pretty much a target. And of course, when it went down a little bit, so I come out with a small profit, not huge, but still a profit here. Okay, so and then it just gave me absolutely nothing afterwards, so I didn't go for anything else. So, and now you can see again it's very messy with dollar yen. So we'll be looking for any consolidations. So what do we have on the bigger charts right now? It's pretty much sitting in still kind of this area, you see, between this level and let's say that level. So it has its own little up down trends, a little bit uptrend right now, but there is no particular trend, like not big trend. Okay, but just you see, it makes very big movements one or another direction. So at this point, you see that it's no any signals for anything to try to get out or break anything for me. I don't see anything at that point. I see possibility again to continue and possibly reach that area, maybe a little bit touch that, or at the same time go back and either reach that level or even get back to one of those levels. So you see again both ways possible. It's all with the oldest what happens in the world. You see, there is no stability. That's why pairs are kind of in the middle and people don't know what to go, where to invest, in which pair invest the money. So that's why we do have movements, but we don't have particular clear picture of what exactly is like happening, where does it want to go. You see how all the news and different comments affecting it, so moving one or another direction. So that's what I'm saying. You see it here does look like a shoulder, so I was hoping that head, so I was hoping that would come down and here, right, and create something. So I would probably draw this a little bit and would watch and see what is going to happen next, where is it going to go. Possibly if it will consolidate here, of course, do not forget about those levels. It could be stopping points a little bit. Of course, if it will be something, maybe again the news, American news would be a bit more stronger. Maybe something from Japan. I think there will be news for Japan. So for yen, So watch it out and see how market will prepares again before the news event happens. Okay, so it does look like maybe head and shoulders a bit, so it went up a little bit. So for a while it was going up, so maybe it wants a little bit of recovery, but it's at the same time this week it didn't go in, so it didn't give me a head and shoulder proper pattern, head and shoulders. So any consolidation will be watching this area, and then that, like I'm saying, any of those levels. So see any consolidations around those levels. Okay, so that's with dollar yen. Australian. Okay, Australian dollar, nothing for me was this week. I was watching it, but it didn't give me anything to go for trade. Okay, see the bigger picture. We still have pretty much looking as, again, as a double top. So still have a possibility of the downtrend, okay? But on the smaller pictures, what we have, what I was trying to do this week, so this is where we go. You see, it's not, what it didn't give me anything here is no consolidations. You see on Monday it went a little bit up and dropped. You see all around the levels I had. Okay, so then you see it jumped before the news event, didn't give me anything here. That's why I didn't go for trades during the news event, and then it's just dropped and continued, broke all those levels. So I created this new trend level, downtrend channel. Okay, see, I used these two tops and a little bit of these bottoms. So that's what I will be looking at the dollar, Australian dollar, to see is it in a downtrend channel. So I will be waiting for, again, any consolidations. So right now here is it's a bit drops. I would rather to see a little bit of the correction. I don't know if it will be treating this channel, or it still could be, you see in here was sitting a little bit for quite a while, it was sitting in this area. So I can see maybe possibly we'll just break it and sit in this area again. Maybe it will create like a shoulder. See, we have, it does look like a double top, but at the same time this top is a bit higher than this one, so that's why it might not be breaking it, you know, and properly going like for double top. So maybe it will create a third top, okay, third shoulder, well, third top, but as a shoulder size, okay, not high. At the same time, of course, it could be possibly, is it a little bit high, you see, stopped a bit higher than the previous bottom here, so it could possibly jump, who knows, and create a third top, okay, using that level, maybe even breaking it. You see, again, this is all the uncertainty we have here. That's why we do have, I didn't get for Australian dollar because it didn't give me anything clear, didn't give me a clear picture. Okay, so that's why I will be looking for a bit flatter again, a bit more flat horizontal channels around any of the levels. So everywhere it will create anything reasonable, and I will be looking for going for trade. But this week, you see, was nothing for me. I wouldn't go. It was a bit too risky. I mean, I missed some nice movements, but too risky and nowhere to get in. Okay, so that's how with Australian dollar. So for this coming week, okay, dollar Canadian also didn't give me anything this week, and so this is where we go. You see at previous week, okay. So on Monday, I was saying to you, I was expecting it to continue in consolidation in that channel, and we still had this downtrend channel. So it looks like it's ignored it now. So to be honest, I don't need that anymore. So I'm going to remove it. Okay, I removed afterwards. Anyway, so let's see. You see, this is how Monday, okay, started Monday here, and as I was saying, we had a little bit of narrowing here, and I was expecting it to jump, be stopped either by this level or that. This was the news event. You see how the news events can break the channels, okay, the levels. You see, it's broke it, but what did it do? It come back again. So it went back inside our channel, so it wasn't strong enough to continue the uptrend. So it's still kind of like in a correction. And so you see, before the next news for, that was Canadian news, and this was American dollar news for US. And again, it didn't create anything good for me. I mean, you see, I could use this channel. I created it before the news event. I thought, shall I go for this, expecting maybe it will be moving, maybe it will be not very strong, will be stopped, maybe jumped a little like it did previously, and maybe continue, but not straight horizontal channel. So that was a bit risky for me. I didn't go for that trade. Okay, so no trade for me here. And also in here, so it's created not bad channel here, so I could try to go for next trade, and didn't go for it again, didn't want to risk it. Okay, because it's a bit wide, and it didn't go too far. So I was expecting possibly maybe it will continue that way or the other way or another, but I didn't go for this trade. So you see, it was now opportunity for a little bit more aggressive trading. So it was a bit more possible trades to go in. Okay, so but I decided not to go into those trades. So what we will be, okay, so I don't need this anymore, and I don't need even these ones too. Just don't want to really spend too much time to removing those levels. Okay, so now you can see it's still kind of sitting in our well, let's say correction channel. I wouldn't say it's changing the trend. We still have, if we would look at FIBA levels, you can see what we do have, where it is. It's right now it's 38 level. So next we still have 50, around 61, and even 78. So what at this point you can see on the bigger chart, it looks like here we have shoulder. Yeah, previously we were expecting possibly double top, but no, it's turned into this bottom. Okay, double bottom. Yeah, no double top, double bottom, but it's turned into the kind of now looking like a shoulder. Okay, shoulder and head. So it could possibly be the head. So of course I would expect this movement is a possibility to go to this level, right? Okay, between 50, 61 possibly. Maybe a little bit slowing down around here, but if possibly creating something really nice around here as it was already before here, you see, so maybe it will create something around here nicely, and it might maybe even break that level, right, and go a bit further. That's what I'm saying, it all depends on the news. Of course, we need strong movements on the market, otherwise it's going to be pretty slow. Again, so to see I removing it, so it wouldn't be too much. So it's getting quite close. We also had a bit slowing down here, just right underneath, so could possibly go into the same area. So I will be watching maybe the same area, and then of course, according to the bigger chart, and possibility to go up. Okay, so possibility to go up. So at the same time, of course, it could be just a bit of the correction, and well, actually we have a little bit wider now. Okay, so I could still, that's how I was thinking to draw it and see is something like that. So if it will, you see again, anyway, it will have to go into this area for me, for example. That's what we're looking for, right? About the same. And if it will slow down around here, then there is still a possibility it's a downtrend, right? Showing us downtrend, go down. Okay, that's why we'll be looking for double two pending orders again, a possible order to go to this area up, or a possible to go down. We have let's say target area here. So this is what I will be looking for. You see, this week I didn't see it yet. That's why I didn't want to go for any of these smaller trades. Didn't want to take risks, okay? Because well, anything could happen. I mean, it couldn't be that good movements. It could have been much worse. Could have been very little movements. So anyway, this is what we're looking for. I can even probably just draw it to see how it will go. I mean, I'll just do this, but it's like I'm saying, what I would expect, it could possibly just ignore those levels and maybe go into a little bit straight channel. Well, something around this area, of course. Any around this channel. Going a little bit closer to that level would be much better. I mean, as I'm saying, it could break it. I wouldn't go look for anything possibly here, just would wait for it to go a little bit closer, and then slowing down here and create something here, okay? And then depends, of course, how it's, well, it's still about 80 pips to reach that level again. If it will create something in here, it wouldn't be, if it ain't going to be a strong movement, and it could be stopped by this level actually anyway. So you see, that's why you need to consider it for going for smaller trades. Still, you see 90 pips is quite wide, this area. Okay, so just waiting for any consolidation, just waiting for consolidation and see. Well, actually, possibly if it will create something like that around here, then it is still now 90 pips to get to this area. Okay, so 90 pips there and about 90 pips here. So yes, if it will be something straight like that, then maybe possibly to look at and maybe possibly going forward for the trades, because it's still quite good distances between those levels. As I'm saying, that at this moment, you see market doesn't make huge movements even on the news You see, not very big movements. What that movement was, it's what, about 100 pips. Well, it's not too bad, but it's still not. You see, after that, it's just not continuing the trends. You see, if it went up, you would expect slowing down and continue it, right? Okay, to showing up. Okay, I'm going up, but at the same time, you see it's dropping. That's what it makes it a bit messy and not sure what the market wants to do, where it wants to go. It's still waiting for some more clarity, let's say. Okay, so that's what I will be looking at again. Okay, next week. So any consolidations, we have the levels, and just placing the pending orders. Okay, Euro Pound. I probably wouldn't go for any trades again this coming week. Didn't go this week. Yes, of course, because you can see Euro and Pound moving kind of a little bit more flat, let's say, don't make big movements, right? And so that's expected the same for Euro Pound. You see, it's kind of started to get into the flat movement. So we have levels. I have two levels here, and maybe looking like maybe it will be creating like a triangle, because I have two bottoms now. You see, one top. So right, 1, 2, 1, 2. So maybe it will create something. So I will be looking, probably not going anywhere until it actually creates something. If it will be looking like a triangle, then I will be considering to go for any trades. But right now in here to trade, it's nothing. You see, it didn't create anything reasonable. It did create something here, but not very strong, not very nice. That's why I didn't go for anything. So just to see, need a little bit more time to see if it's creating a triangle. Okay, you see, we do have with Euro Pound is right now it's created as a double bottom. Okay, so like a double bottom. Okay, we're expecting the market moving up. Okay, looking on the bigger charts. At the same time, okay, it's also, it might be, maybe it will create a flag, maybe a pen, so I'm saying triangle. Right now it's a double top by the look of it. At the same time, on this picture, what do we have is a big head, and again shoulder, and maybe it will be shoulder. So if it will be shoulder, maybe possibly it will be just sitting in here for a while. Okay, so sitting in here for a while, and then it will drop. Okay, it will drop. So if it is a pattern head and shoulder, at the same time, if it is a double bottom, then we would see a movement up. You see how uncertain the market, you see, is creating us opposite patterns. Okay, on most all the pairs, opposite patterns. It's because the market doesn't know where to go. People don't know what to do. But still, with some movements, and be careful. With some movements, we still can go and get some trades. Just like you saw me, and even in these conditions, 2 weeks, no losing trades, it's a good result. I can't say it will be the same next week, because you can see how uncertain the market right now. You see, giving us the opposite patterns, complete opposite patterns. So that's what I'm saying. In here, with Euro Pound is the same. It doesn't know what to do. It gives us the both ways information. We can go there, we can go here. So that's why I'm saying I will probably just wait. Even if it will create something nice in here, I mean, it is 90 pips to move. If it will create, for example, nice channel around this area, 90 pips down, but it might be stopped by this little level. So that's why I would wait a little bit longer. You see on the bigger chart to see if it will create something. Of course, but as I'm saying, it could possibly be double bottom. So at that point, it can break and go up. Okay, but we don't expect really, well, there will be some commentary, of course, as I'm saying, don't forget about the commentary, and any talks about Brexit. Again, I think in October, at the beginning of October, there will be more information. So that's what I'm saying, maybe this week a little bit flat, but next week a little bit more movement. So possibly could be something like that. So that's why for me, Euro Pound, a bit of the watching time. Unless I'm saying if it will create a really nice long little channel around any of those areas, okay, any of those, but not in the middle. Nothing in the middle. I would not go for anything. Only those levels, just to see what's between them, if it will create anything reasonable. Okay, now we're going to gold. Okay, gold. No trades for me was this week, but I did place the pending orders, but I canceled them before the movement. Well, it was a bit a mistake. I could have made good profit out of it. Again, you see, so as I'm saying, it would have been much more than 160 pips if I would be a little bit more aggressive. But as I'm saying, with the new broker and with the conditions on the market, I'm trying to be a bit more careful. So we still have a gap here, okay? So still have a gap, and you know, I'm always have gaps in mind. But now it ran away from it quite far, okay? So it is quite far. It does look like it's in a downtrend. So this is a new levels I draw. It does look on a downtrend. So that's what I was waiting for before the news event. You see, that was my channel. But I did really like the beginning of it here. If it would just stay in that little channel in here, I would go for trade. So this is where I was placing my pending orders. I was placing the pending order to buy right here and sell right here. But before the news event, I decided to cancel because I was worried. I didn't like how it moved up a bit, and I didn't think it will be that quiet. A very nice movement it did. So what I missed, I did miss quite a good movement, 130, even 200 pips. So yes, probably about 100 pips I could get out of this if I knew it's going to be that smooth. Okay, I was worried that it might jump up because I'm still worried about this gap. So but this is what we're looking for. Okay, so here it was straight and it moved a little bit up, but because of that channel, you see, I could have gone for the straight. So it was a possibility. So can you see these things? Okay, so what I'm waiting for now, we're still in this little trend, and you see that little red level at the bottom is previously, you see that little level. So I would wait for any consolidation around this area. That's what I was telling you on the bigger chart. It did look like head and shoulders too. Remember I was telling you, so it did look like it's going down, but we still have the gap which is open. So that's what bothers me. That's why right here it kind of broke most of the levels. Now it's slowing down around this area, right, like it was previously. So I will be waiting for any creation of anything like this in here. Okay, so maybe it will break a little bit that level, okay, will come out, but anything will sit around here, okay, I will be placing the orders. If it will create anything this, I will be placing the orders. Okay, just right here. So if it will even like narrowing around this level, it would be even better. But I would consider if gold will be waiting for American news, some American news, I can ignore this. Okay, just I have it just in case, but they might ignore it. But hopefully it will create something around here. I can see that would be the best if it will create around this area, very narrowing, so then I will be looking for the trades. And of course, thinking about, we have, you see, 130 pips up to the red level and about 200 pips to continue the downtrend. Okay, so of course it will break that level and go down. I would consider it is downtrend, and closing that gap, who knows when it's going to happen. When well, you know, if North Korea does something, then you know it will close it pretty fast, but you never know what's going to happen. Okay, so we never know. Any news can come out. That's why technically this is what I will be looking for. Okay, if nothing unexpected, of course, nothing bad, then it should slowly nice create something here and then make movements, either one way or another way. Of course, if it will let's say we will ignore this level, maybe we'll go to this level, and I will be waiting for any consolidation, nice consolidation, right? Okay, it's something like that, a little bit more straight, not moving up like this, just a bit something straight around those levels. Then I'll go for trades, okay? Otherwise, I probably will be staying out again. So that's with gold. And now pound yen. Well, here you have your consolidation, okay? Breaking this level, went up and dropped. Okay, well, you would have expected that if you would watch and know what was happening with Brexit comments. Okay, so you would expect that. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You do at the beginning, you see it broke slowly because there was nothing happening and the market was waiting for pound, right? Market was waiting for the commentary about the Brexit. This is what happened. Okay, so it moved down it was very nice consolidation, to be honest. I did expect it a little bit more going up. So right now you see it come back in here, and again, depends on what the news are ahead. News for yen, remember, there will be Brexit commentary again, as I'm saying, before the main comments. Then possibly it will sit in here again, and after then we'll have commentary. Of course, again, it might break up or go down. Okay, so any directions, I mean, it could be possibly maybe small movements down, because we also have, I think, here yeah, you see, it gives us it gave us the bell of the going up because it come out from the triangle. Okay, so it come out from the triangle, but now it's been stopped because of the news about the Brexit and talking about Brexit. Okay, so that's why, of course, possibly maybe with the Brexit news, wherever it will move down for the pound pace, and then if it will come down, maybe it will continue the way up. So it all depends what the commentary will be, what the conclusion will be. Okay, again, it's all about the talkings around there. But I'm saying, so it's coming back. So for me personally, I would wait again for breaking any of those levels. Okay, consolidation like it did here, it's broke, so you see a little profit you could make here. Okay, and just to be careful, of course, protect yourself with stops. And now again come back here and move in either that way or continue the way up. So just protecting yourself until we have a little bit more clarity with what is going on, what the results of the commentary will be for pound. Okay, guys, so this is all my view for trading next week. All of you, I wish happy trading. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, like and share with your friends. And I see you next week. Bye, everyone.